What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Elischa here.
And I am Eli. We are the E2E Show, from Eli to Eli, end to end, EPL to Eredivisie. We are bringing you the hottest topics in world footy that you need to know. Elischa, what are those topics today?
This week, we have possibly the greatest transfer of the season, the biggest transfer of the season. Erling Haaland leaving Dortmund to go to Man City. What does that mean for him? What does that mean for City? Why did Real Madrid pass on him? We're going to get right to that. Also, Liverpool beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final and gets them one trophy closer to their quadruple. And also, a very wholesome moment in football. Stuttgart's fans invade the pitch after they secure their place in the Bundesliga for next season. We're going to bring you all of those news today, discuss it, and talk to you guys and get into this conversation. But before we do so, Eli, my boy, how you been? How was the week? What you been up to?
I'm a little stressed, you know? It's the end of the semester.
Shit.
I should be relaxed,
Shit.
you know? I'm a little under the weather.
That's you.
And I have to pack up my whole entire apartment in the next 2 days because I am leaving to go home. But first, I'm going home to the promised land on Tuesday. And
Where's
then I
the
go
promised
home.
land?
Sorry, boys. Oh,
Bless you. Bless you.
Promised land is the
Amen.
land of Israel. I will be there, in and out, West Bank, Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, Haifa, Golan Heights. I will be everywhere, except for here. I will not be on social media during those 10 days. So I'm sorry to every viewer who clearly only listens to the show for me. I'm kidding. That's not a thing. But, you know, I'm sorry to you guys, but I will be back re-energized and better than ever.
No, for sure.
How are you,
And
Elischa?
we're going to miss you. We're going to miss you. I'm doing well. We're definitely going to miss you. And I'm going to hold it down. We're going to keep the E2E show going. We're going to be right back here next week. I'm going to hold it down for you. But this week's been good. It's been good because there hasn't been any problems. I've been having car problems, bro, just a whole bunch of stuff. It's been stressful. So I had to put out a message on my Instagram for the people who may be going through a tough May right now, because it just feels like there's something in the air. But, you know, I've dealt with it in a healthy way. I had to kind of talk to myself and be like, yo, you did all this work to get to a positive mind state, to be able to have the resources to say when things are not going wrong, here's how you deal with it. So I'm not just going to forget it when I'm actually going through trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I dealt with it in a good way. I feel good. The problems are going to get dealt with and we're going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be good. So, yeah, man, it's been a good week, but it's been an even more interesting week in football because Mr. Erling Haaland has shooken up the transfer window right now and decided to go to Manchester City from Borussia Dortmund. He had the chance to go with Real Madrid, but he chose City. Well, City chose him also. Thoughts, comments, Eli? How you feel about this transfer?
You know when something is so inevitable to happen, but you just hold on to that little hope that it just won't happen? Well, that was me this whole Haaland situation. Obviously, he was going to go to his dad's former club. And, you know, just, of course, it had to be City, just the big oil money folks that just run the transfer market. They run everything. It just bothers me how they could just grab anyone and then they're still just not going to win the Champions League. You know, they're just.
Wow. Okay. All right. That's just you just gonna put it out there. You just gonna put it out there just like that. My goodness.
Well, also one thing I wanted to say about Real Madrid, or maybe we'll get to that in a second, but you know, they miss out on Haaland and it looks like they could miss out on Mbappe. That'd be an L from Real Madrid, the team that's gonna take home the Champions League this year.
So you're just calling them and saying they're gonna win the Champions League. First of all, before we even get to that, Haaland chose to go to City. City didn't pay a whole lot of money for Erling. Like, they paid $60 million. And that's, like, to be honest, I thought they were going to go at least 80.
I
They
thought he was.
paid 60
I think
for
he's
him.
worth over 150. Like he's like
Absolutely. The way the market is going, like I've said before, Manchester United paid over $80 million for a fridge. Okay, so to me, Erling Haaland is worth a lot more than that in today's market. And I know there's a lot of people who are gonna say they're paying way too much money for players. Please stop. This is the market. This is how the game is. This is the present. This is the future.
this is the world we
Get with
live
the
in.
program. That's what's happening right now. So I think Man City got it still. I think that he made the right decision. Okay, Real Madrid wouldn't have been the best club for him. I mean, they have Benzema right now. Are they ready to start replacing Benzema? No, they're not. City needed a number 9. They have been playing without a number 9 ever since Aguero left. Real Madrid has a number 9. Their offense is stacked. There wouldn't have been a place in the now for Erling Haaland. And you can't bench Haaland, bro. Like he's Erling Haaland. He's Majin Buu, bro. He will turn you into chocolate if you put him on the bench. So he just had to be there. He just had to go to City. That was the good choice. I think he's gonna enjoy it. They're a strong team. They're contenders for the Champions League. And he can actually be a good addition to that. It's still gonna take, like I said last week, a mentality change. You just have to have that
Real Madrid.
You just have to have that intensity in you that can take you all the way, that give you that little extra something when the tough gets going and the going gets tough. And they just didn't have that this season. Hopefully they can have that with Haaland. But I think it was a good transfer.
Yeah, and I think Haaland could prove that himself, not just what City needs to prove, but Haaland, if he is truly that next man up for like the current GOAT of world football, then he's going to have to win at the biggest stage. And I think that this allows him to have that opportunity. And if he wins a Champions League for City, his dad's club, his boyhood club, his dad's club, whatever you want to call it, that is just an absolutely huge resume booster for Haaland, and puts him in the Ballon d'Or puts him in contention for the Ballon d'Or. Do I think, I think he's that good, but do I think City can get the job done? No.
Question. Since you don't think City could get the job done, Mbappe just announced that he's going to make his decision this week, whether or not he's staying with PSG, whether he's going to Real, where he's going, if not either team. One, if he stays with PSG, do you think PSG can win the Champions League? And if he goes to Real, is this the beginning of Real just dominating football for the next, 5-10 years? Is this the next dynasty, decade-long dynasty of football?
I think so, which scares the crap out of me. Because Mbappe to me is the next man up. I still have him over Haaland in that debate if we want to go into that. And yeah, he's another guy that really has got to prove it as well. He proved at the World Cup, but can he prove it for PSG, which is just the giant, but they're the giant that always falls. They're the Goliath in every David situation. They're always going to fall at the end.
We tried to make this comparison, the Messi versus Ronaldo comparison. Can we even do that now that they might play in different leagues? Like, I know that it's not fair to any player to be compared, especially since they play different positions. They're still offensive players, but they play different positions. If they're going to be in different leagues, can we even make that comparison? Messi and Ronaldo were in the same league and in rival clubs. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that Mbappe is coming to United instead of PSG or Madrid.
Eli, stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. See, with that being said, you just every time United fans somehow they slither their way.
Mbappe wants to switch goats. He wants to go from Messi to Ronaldo, get the full taste before he finally becomes the GOAT himself. He's got to experience the mentalities of both before he chooses his own destiny.
Speaking of destiny, wow, what a great segue into the next transfer. Actually, Sergino Dest might be leaving Barcelona. Good thing for him, bad thing. Does he need an environment change? Are you fist pumping? You happy about that?
I think he does need environment change. I love him at Barca, and I loved being able to say that there was an American starting for Barca. But I think you could probably admit he didn't have the greatest run with the club. I think a lot of Barca fans might be over him at this point, and I think a change of scenery could be good for him. You know, when he joined Barca, they were still the Messi Barca. This is a different Barca, and I think, you know, I don't know if he fits in completely with what Barca is doing. I think Barca is going on to great things. I just don't think he is the right back for them. On the other hand, there is the big potential of him going to Bayern, which would excite the crap out of me, because I know it's like Bayern, they're the goats of everything. However, it would be amazing to have a back line at Bayern with two CONCACAF players, Sergino Dest at right back, Alphonso Davies at left back. That would be the dopest thing ever. And if they win the Champions League together, it's just beautiful. It's just a beautiful thing. And I would actually root for that. I can't believe I'm saying that I would actually root for Bayern, but they might be the team I root for in Champions League if that happens.
Here's my thing. Here's why I would disagree on that. I don't want him to leave, because I want the Americans or the former MLS players to spread out. Like, I want him in La Liga. I want him in the Serie A. I want him in Ligue 1. I want them all over the place, doing well, making a name for themselves all over the place. I feel like the Bundesliga has been kind of territory for American players, and, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. So I want them to go to other places. So Sergio Dest, if he goes and leaves and he goes to a top club, obviously that's still great for his career, but I would like for it to be somewhere other than the Bundesliga.
So United. Okay, gotcha. No.
Oh my God. Okay, see, now for every United reference, we're going to talk about a team that United cannot stand next to right now. Actually, we're going to talk about two of them. Liverpool beat Chelsea in the FA Cup finals, 0-0 draw, but then going into penalties and winning it 6 penalties to 5. Usually, you would think that when a game finishes 0-0, that is boring. You can assume that it's boring. There's no goals. And that's exactly the thing. This is what happens. You guys sometimes have to watch the games and not just assume that because there were no goals, that it was boring. Because this was a combination of the keepers having to stay on point because the defenses were slacking, and then the offenses were getting through because of that, but they weren't clinical. So there was a lot of action. They was going back and forth from the beginning. It was pinball, bing, 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 attacking, but they just weren't clinical, so they weren't getting through. So it was entertaining, though. I'm happy Liverpool won. They're one step closer to that quadruple. They got the League Cup, Champions League, Premier League left for them to get that 4th trophy of the season. As a United fan, I'm just going to let you I'm happy. I'm happy about it. How do you feel, Eli?
Well, you know, so I do not like Chelsea. For one, I'm going out there and saying it right now. I do not like Chelsea. However, they do have Christian Pulisic. And at that point, I got to root for him over anyone. And it was so frustrating because he was so close so many times to scoring that opening goal. It happened maybe 3-4 times. He almost had an assist. Marcos Alonso effed it up. It is what it is, but Pulisic had such a promising match. If only he could just put one away, and then Chelsea would have won. I didn't need Chelsea to win. I would have been fine with Liverpool winning but Pulisic having a goal. I just needed that moment from him because I know that would have been huge. And you could see the worst is when they show a Pulisic miss and then they pan to Chelsea fans and you could see them just like hating on him because obviously he's a Yank, and, you know, we're not the most loved there. But
yeah,
it was frustrating.
The standards are different.
But the goalkeeping from Mendy and Alisson, great stuff. Man, that PK save, the Sadio Mane save, that was huge. That was just absolutely huge.
All I'm saying is, listen, if y'all ever need me, you know what I'm saying? If y'all ever need me, the way that Mendy was playing, the way Alisson was playing, it inspired me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm feeling like, yeah, get it on, bro. Come on. I'm saying I was inspired. Okay, I'm over here. I'm looking at the game. They're making these saves. I'm feeling like, I could do this. I'm feeling like I could do this, bro. I'm inspired. A great performance by Mendy and Alisson. You might
Shout out to the keepers out there.
you might just be starting a whole new generation of keepers. So I feel good. I hate putting this on my hand though. I'm not gonna lie. It makes me claustrophobic just having it on.
The
And it's
PTSD
so
of wearing
hot.
it for 24 hours, huh?
Yes. Yes. Extreme post-traumatic stress disorder. So I try to stay away from those goalkeeper gloves. Yeah. Next videos, guys, I'm gonna try to be on the pitch in the action instead of in goal. Please.
Valid.
But no, great game nonetheless. Liverpool, can they win the quadruple? Will they win the quadruple? You already seem to think that Real Madrid is going to win the Champions League, so I guess that's a no. But can they win anything else? Yeah. Man City drew against West Ham this weekend, so now Liverpool have the chance to possibly, I think it's going to go to the final game of the season for them to be able to win the Premier League. Do you think they can at least get 3 out of 4, if not the Champions League?
I think Liverpool's got the league in the bag. I'm telling you, the momentum right now is way in Liverpool's favor. I hate to just keep crapping on City. Actually, I really don't. But I just see what Liverpool's doing right now, and everything is just going their way. And I think it's going to continue. It's all about that upward climb at the end, not the downward spiral. You know. So I think Liverpool's got it.
I can't see Man City slipping up twice like that. And the end of the game, listen, the fact that they were able to still come back from that 2-0 deficit versus West Ham in the second half, even though they were playing like they were damn near drunk during the whole game, but they were still able to come back, secure the point. The gap has tightened. They're 3 points away. Well, if Liverpool win their game versus Southampton this week, they'll be 3 points away. It's really going to go down to the final game of the season if that's the case. But I just can't see Man City letting that slip like that, bro. And it's...
And I love Pep, you know?
Yeah,
I do love
I don't
Pep.
see it happening. I don't see it happening. But let us know what you guys feel in the comments. Can Liverpool get the quadruple? Can they actually get the 4 most important trophies that they can get this season all at one? Let us know. There's no rules. Who knows? Maybe they'll win so much they'll have to make another competition for them to go in there and play in again and win again. Who knows? Maybe they'll just become their own country and play in the World Cup. Because if they're winning everything, they might as why stop there? Go out and win everything. Why not?
I still think California should be its own country, and we have our own national team and rock everyone out. But who cares about winning titles when in European soccer, it's all about not being the worst? And speaking of that, there was a German team. There was a German team, Stuttgart. Actually, my uncle lives in Stuttgart. Shout out to him.
Really?
But the boys avoided relegation, and the fans invaded the pitch. Elischa, what was your reaction to this glorious moment?
Before I even saw the game, the highlights, I was not watching no FC Köln versus Stuttgart, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
That's cap. You were watching the whole entire thing. No,
like, I'm sorry. You guys can tell me, Eli, you can tell me too. Are you watching at the end of the Bundesliga season after Bayern has destroyed everybody? Are you watching FC Köln versus Stuttgart, bro? No, unless you're like a fan of either team. I don't know any other even Bundesliga fans that are going to watch that game. But I'm happy that I came across it, and that's the thing with football. Even though I'm not watching, I like great stories. And this was a great story. I came across it. BR Football posted it. This amazing picture of all the fans on the pitch with the players on there, some of them on their knees, everybody. It's a great moment. I'm looking at it like, what the hell is going on? Like, is this a class photo of just somebody who just had a whole lot of kids and they all decided to go into the same school? But no, this was the Stuttgart fans with the players on the pitch after the game. After they secured their spot in the Bundesliga in a 92nd minute winner at the end of the game. Beautiful moment. Little bit dangerous. I'm not going to lie. I thought my initial reaction was that this is beautiful. This is a great thing. Player to fan relationship. I love it. It's great to feel like they're close and that they care and the passion. It's a happy moment. They're not getting relegated. Celebrations are in order.
Yes.
But I don't know how safe it is to have all of these fans on the pitch with all of these guys like that. Obviously, I'm 97% sure they're happy and they're not gonna hurt the players or none of that stuff. I'm not the mommy of you know what I'm saying. I'm not the negative Nancy.
No.
I'm not a party pooper. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be a little like, oh, that's a little bit crazy because you never know, bro. Some people do. I was just watching American Psycho yesterday for the first time. After he took homeboy in the chair and started whacking him with an axe, I turned it off. I was like, I'm good. This is not for me. So yeah, I'd be paranoid. But what did you think about it? It was a wholesome moment. I just thought it. Yeah.
First of all, I
need.
need you next time you do a live stream on Twitch, like Twitch your live reactions to watching a scary show or movie. I would pay you tons of dollars to watch that. But also as
I'll
a
do that.
college student,
I'll go in the dark and everything.
oh
Make
yeah,
sure everything is dark, like midnight, 1 a.m., and I'll do that. I got you.
as a college student who attends a sports school in Syracuse University, it is a known thing that after your team has a crazy victory, whether it's an underdog, whether it's a comeback, you storm the field. That's just a known fact. That is what we do in college. And noticing what happened in Stuttgart, that is exactly the vibe of a college campus, a college football, basketball environment, whatever you did, a buzzer beater moment. That was perfect. And I 100% was for it. Obviously, there was no violence that came from it. This wasn't what happened in Mexico a month back when we covered that. This is a different thing. This is just a joyous occasion. And this is a moment that all those people in that stadium will never forget. And I think that is priceless. So the fact that no one was injured, I love it. It's the greatest. It's why we play, it's why the game is so beautiful.
No, I completely agree. I'm not gonna lie. I wish that this is why I need to pop up to Syracuse once in a while. I need to feel that vibe again. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've gotten a little cynical because the Brooklyn subway shooter that happened a few weeks ago, that was in New York, and Buffalo this weekend. And also it's a little bit on a serious topic, but a complete waste of oxygen, a waste of life, just crazy, insane white supremacist went on a rampage yesterday and shot and killed at least 10 people at a mall in Buffalo, New York. And the world's just getting, I know, guys, this just got a little dark just now, but there's so many things that's happening, so many negative things in the US, especially a lot of shootings have happened. Mass shootings are a reoccurring thing now. And it's just, yeah, it's kind of made me, whenever I see crowds and things like that and just a lot of energy, has made me a little more cynical, which I don't like because I'm a football fan, but we're used to the energy, we're used to togetherness, we're used to just being in the midst of everything, like celebrating. You don't care about who's next to you, hugging the person next to you, you know what I'm saying, you sharing a beer, you sharing this, all of that stuff. COVID shootings, all of that has kind of made me be like, bro, like it's hard not to think about it because you go outside, but you want to enjoy yourself, but you're trying to make it back home. So yeah, outside of the football, my condolences go out to all the families who have lost somebody in that shooting. Just completely horrific. He live streamed the whole thing. I did not watch it. It was just, yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, guys, be safe out there. Please just be attentive. I'm not saying be fearful of your environment, but be attentive and be careful when you're walking out there, because yeah, there's some crazy people out there. So when I see stuff like that and it happens and it goes well, I'm happy. It shows me that people can still enjoy themselves without anybody getting hurt. But
yeah, and there was actually even an incident a few blocks away from me last night in Syracuse. At the bar that I usually go to on Saturday nights when there's no Galaxy match on late. There was a Galaxy match, so I was not there, but it was, hearing that my friends, had to duck and cover and whatnot. It's a scary thing. And I don't understand why anyone has the motive, what kind of like, what goes on in that type of person's mind, but it is all stupid and it's terrible. And the fact that like this stuff still happens is still ridiculous to me. And And, it sucks how, this country wants to hold on to very old laws that don't really fit with the times. And I think that's what
Yeah.
sucks to me. I personally refuse to ever touch a gun. I don't know, the whole thought of guns scares me. And it's a tough thing to see, and especially with the proximity that it has had to both you and I over the last month. you know
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
it's a scary thing, and you want to think that you could go outside and just everything will be normal, but that's not always the case.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, I even things like this, bro. I got a Nerf gun. I like Nerf guns. I terrorize my lady with it. You know what I'm saying? My friends and stuff like that. So yeah, it's that's let's not hurt each other, guys. Please. Please keep it like I don't want to have to think that, you know what I'm saying, if I move to the suburbs, I gotta get a I gotta get a grip, bro. I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want nobody to hurt me. Let's please stay safe. Stop shooting each other. People, the FBI, the authorities, whoever, when there are white supremacists online who are openly putting their plans of shooting black people, please get a hold of it and stop it before people actually get killed. Because this guy documented his whole thing over like a long time and said everything that he was about to do. And for obvious reasons, nobody stopped it. So yeah, speak up, guys. Keep your head on the swivel. Be safe out there. Love each other. Don't hurt each other because we love you guys.
Settle things with a
Yes,
soccer match. That's what I'm saying.
absolutely. That's a way better way to do it.
Mhm.
But comment of the week, because we care about you guys and we care about
Yes.
you guys' thoughts, we care about you guys' opinions, and we encourage you. Comment. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know how you feel about the topics that we discuss. Eli, what's the
Yes.
comment of the week for episode 12? Episode 12?
Shout out to Rodri Darko.
Mm-hmm.
They said, regarding the comparison between the MLS and the South American clubs, it's time for the CONCACAF board to propose to CONMEBOL to resurrect the Inter-American Cup or hold friendly matches to have an evaluation of the real level. First of all, I've always wanted this type of tournament. I want the CONCACAF Champions League to be expanded to, the America Champions League, the Americas, because I want, the MLS clubs versus the Mexican clubs versus the Argentine clubs versus the Brazilian clubs, all in one big tournament. And every other club, obviously there's big clubs in other South American nations, but those are like the four big leagues I think of in the Americas. And it's always been a dream of mine for the Galaxy to go up against Boca Juniors in a final or something, because I've grown up liking both clubs. That would be just outstanding. And yeah, we got to prove that we are the best in the Americas before we could be the best in the world. Dale Galaxy.
Absolutely.
Dale Galaxy.
If that's what happened in Europe, the top five leagues in the continent, they face each other. We could do the same thing for the America. We know that we have North America, Central America, South America. All right, bring them all together. One competition, one big competition. Let the MLS show you guys what we have. And yeah, I think that would be a great idea. Rodri Darko, great take. Great comment. See, this is what
I will say I would not like friendlies. Friendlies are cool and all, but they don't really tell you how good a team is. So they did, Darko did bring up the friendly part, but I want a real competition, a real Champions League for it, and it would be the best thing ever.
For sure, bro. We need competition. We need fight.
And it's great scouting.
We need real. Absolutely.
For MLS clubs, they always go to the Argentine league for their top talent. They always go to Mexico for their top talent. And I think putting them in a competition is great for scouting. So then MLS teams can buy all their good players. Perfect.
Just the environment and being able to be exposed to other teams, different cultures, different soccer cultures, different fan cultures, just everything about it can only help all of the leagues on this side of the world grow, and all of the teams to grow with it, players to be better, and the quality of the game will be better. And that's what we want. That's exactly what we want. So hey, CONCACAF, CONMEBOL, make it happen. Make it happen. Let's talk and make Eli and I ambassadors for it, because why not?
That's what I'm
show
saying.
Can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Of course. It's
just, LA Galaxy, Boca Juniors at La Bombonera. Oh, that's the dream. That's the dream.
Make it happen, please. Make it happen. But with that being said, before we get out of here, of course, as we said before, Eli not gonna be here next week. But when he comes back, we gonna check in with him. We gonna check in with him just like we gonna do today. As always, we gotta check in, make sure our people good, make sure we especially whether you're young girl, older woman, young boy, older man, whoever, we got to take care of each other. We got to listen to each other. We got to talk to each other. We got to check in. So, Eli, how are you feeling mentally, physically, everything? How are you?
I mentioned the little stress about the, packing up and everything, and all that, but I'm very excited because I feel like a new chapter is opening for me as, myself as a content creator, as a human, as a lover, whatever it is, not a fighter. We got all that going on, and I'm very happy where things are at, and I'm very excited for expanding and really pushing myself this summer to create the biggest videos I've ever done and the best masterpieces. And a lot of that has to do with you, sir. And I cannot wait to film with you because, we are bringing all of you viewers the top content in football.
The best of the best. Absolutely. Absolutely. And nothing else. And nothing else other than that, man. And yeah, I think that it's been a good week for sure. Like I said before, I feel like we kind of did a pre-checking before the episode, but yeah, there's stress, there are problems, there's personal things, there's on the outside where, well, obviously, like things happening, race related things, politics, the religions, things in Haiti, things right here in New York City, things everywhere. So it takes a toll on you. But when you learn to deal with things in a positive way, in a healthy way, when you have a good support system, and hopefully you guys have that. If not, we try as much as we can to bring those resources to you. When you have that, you got to implement it. You got to tell yourself, okay, I've learned all of these things. I'm self-aware. Now I got to self-manage. I got to use these things. I got to stay 10 toes, stay locked in, stay strong, feel when I got to feel. But then at the end of the day, handle the business, go on about life and be better, go on to the next step. At the end of the day, tough times don't last. Tough people do. And it's just about weathering the storm until the clouds clear. And that's all there is to it. At the end of the day, the dust will settle and the smoke will clear. So stay strong, people. If you're having a tough time, it's gonna be okay. It's absolutely gonna be okay. Absolutely. We love you. We love you. We love all of you guys. And Eli, send us off. Send us off. Send us off.
From New York and Syracuse, New York. This has been episode 13 of the E2E Show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Can we get 3K views on this? Can we get 100 likes on this? We're not asking for that much. At the end of the day, we just want your guys' support and your guys' love, and we're gonna keep doing our thing. So hit us up, comment on the video. So you could potentially be comment of the week next week for Elischa. And then, I'll see you in 2 weeks personally, but Elischa, we'll see you next week.
Peace. Bye.